Hi, what's up everyone? It's Susan Zhang with Luxembourg Group Realty. Today I want to share some basics with the buyers for how much do you need of purchase a house. Other than you purchase price and the down payment. If you think you only need to pay the purchase price, I'm sorry, unfortunately, it's a more cost than you expected. So budget ahead and make sure your cash flow is smooth and positive during the transactions. The first one and the biggest amount I would say is property transfer tax. I know, everyone said, I know the property transfer tax. However, are you clear how much would that it be and how to calculate the property transfer tax? And what are some exceptions? It typically would be 1% on the first $200,000 and 2% between $200,000 to $2 million and 3% up to $3 million. If your purchase price is greater than $3 million, then you need to pay another 2% further. If you purchase a commercial and residential mixture property, then you just need to pay the portion of the residential part for the property transfer tax. If you are the first-time home buyer and the purchase of price is under $500,000, also it will be your premium residential property. You might be under the exceptions, have the full amount or partial. If you buy a newly home, there are some conditions applies. Also, you may qualify some exceptions. So go on the website or talk with your accounting professionals or closing lawyers to find out what exactly applies to your case. I hope you can save some dollars from there. The second is the GST. If you buy a brand new house, either condo, single house, pre-sale, or assignment, remember, upon closing, you are subject to pay 5% of GST. However, depends on the market performance. Sometimes developer or builder may be willing to negotiate partial or full amount of 5% GST. Sometimes it's just not negotiable. Depends on how much you get for the house. If you offer really low, you get already a really good deal and builder developer are bleeding, then there's no room to negotiate further on the GST. However, there's no harm to ask, right? And the third cost will be inspection fee. You are looking at budget at $500 to $1,500, depends on the size of your property. If inspection report is clean, that's okay. It's time to move forward with your deals. If there's some major functional defects was identified, then you may want to negotiate with the seller further on the price, or to see if seller would like to credit you back to cover some cost, or if seller want to fix up, repairs all the damaged part or damaged items. Again, it's no harm to ask. Another cost would be appraisal fee. If you are not cash buyer, typically lender will hire appraisal to come and evaluate the house to see if you pay for fair market value. If you buy a house for $1 million and it's only worth for $800, lender will not overgive you the money for that partial. We see a few years ago, when market is hot, And we see a lot of multiple offer situations, and the house was eventually sold for over asking price. However, later on, buyer found the appraisal couldn't confirm his purchase price, and he will have some headache because a lender only give you the portion of fair market value for the loan. Over part, you need to find a way resolve yourself. Another thing, there are some costs like on titles. When you purchase a house, you want to review the titles. That is a very, very important document to review. You want to know exactly what the ownership you have. Is this a clean title? Is there any easement, right of way, any lien on the titles? Typically, realtor will pay the title search fee if the transaction is done through a real estate professional. And by end of the closing, you also need to pay the title registration fee. Other than that, and you need to consider lender sometimes maybe charge you a handling fee as well. For the percentage I heard is 2%, 2.5%. If you couldn't be qualified by the major bank, typically B lender or private lender will charge you these fees. Another cost is the moving cost for two parts. One is simply you pay the moving company for few $100s or few $1,000s. Or if you move into the condo, you need to pay strata property management company a moving fee and to book their elevators, to have someone supervise at the main gate. Another cost is the property tax. Depends on the closing time. Sometimes seller has already paid the full amount of the property tax for that year. Then closing lawyer will calculate the balance and you need to pay back to the seller. And sometimes seller hasn't paid the property tax, and then again lawyer will calculate the portion and collect from the seller, and eventually you need to pay the tax. There are some other fees or monies you need to plan ahead. Those are not cost. Eventually, those will be balanced into the closing fees, such as the deposit. Once the seller accepted your offer, you need to pay typically 5% of deposit or more. If you are competing with the other offers, you want to make your offers stronger. Or if you have a cash flow, shorthand on cash, then you can pay a little bit less, 1%, 2%, 3%, all shows you good faith. However, the more deposit will be shows your offer is more stronger. When seller reviews the offer, they're not looking at the price. They're looking for the overall package. How serious you are to pay the deposit. What are the conditions? How's the closing date? Are those like expected by seller, or how much you offer for? So pretty much, these are some costs you need to be aware and budget ahead. My goal, I post videos every Thursday to share tips with the sellers or the buyers. My goal is to help more people to own a home or passive investment in real estate in this unaffordable city. If anything I can do to help, please feel free to give me a call or subscribe my channel if you don't want to miss out any coming videos. Sum up or comments below or share. I'm here to help as always. Thank you everyone for watching.